Cup qualifying Colombia vs Brazil, prediction, team news, lineups preview. Colombia and Brazil will be looking to get their CONMEBOL World Cup qualification campaigns back on track when they do battle at Estadio Metropolitano in Barranquilla on Thursday. While the hosts are seeking to end a three-game drawing streak, the visitors enter match day 5 after suffering a surprise defeat to Uruguay last month. Match preview. After failing to qualify for the 2022 World Cup, Colombia have since made an unbeaten start to 2026 qualifying and currently sit 5th in the 10-team CONMEBOL table with 6 points from their opening 4 fixtures. A narrow 1-0 home win over Venezuela in September has since been followed by 3 successive draws against Chile, Uruguay and Ecuador, picking up solitary points against the latter two nations last month. Colombia were on course to claim maximum points against Uruguay courtesy of goals from James Rodriguez and Mateus Uribe. But the 87th-minute dismissal of goalkeeper Camilo Vargas for a foul inside the penalty area was followed by a 91st-minute equalizer from Uruguay's Darwin Núñez, who converted the resulting spot kick to rescue a point. Nestor Lorenzo's men were then frustrated in a goalless stalemate with Ecuador in their most recent fixture, but nevertheless have extended their unbeaten run across all competitions to 15 matches. Dating back to February 2022 when they lost 1-0 to Argentina. Colombia, ranked 17th in the world by FIFA, are now preparing for their first encounter against Brazil for nearly 2 years and have failed to win any of their previous 7 meetings with the 5-time world champions. Although they have admirably played out 3 draws during this run and will hope to frustrate their upcoming opponents once again on Friday. For the first times since October 2015. Brazil tasted defeat in World Cup qualifying when they were beaten 2-0 by Uruguay last month in a game that was marred by the serious knee injury sustained by star attacker Neymar. Goals either side of halftime from Uruguay duo Darwin Núñez and Nicolas de la Cruz ended Brazil's 37-game unbeaten run in qualifying, and that setback came just 6 days after the Seleção were held by Venezuela in a 1-1 draw on home soil when Gabriel Magalhães' opener was cancelled out by Eduardo Belo in the 85th minute. The last time that Brazil endured a run of 3 or more games without a win was between September and November of 2019 when they failed to win 5 matches in a row, and interim boss Fernando Diniz is the man tasked with turning the Seleção's fortunes around in their final 2 fixtures of 2023. Diniz, who successfully steered Fluminense to Copa Libertadores glory earlier this month, will be keen to see his Brazil side claim maximum points against Colombia as they attempt to close the 5-point gap that separates them in 3rd place with Argentina at the summit of the CONMEBOL standings. Brazil, who have only won 4 of their last 10 internationals away from home, are sure to have one eye on next Wednesday's showdown with Argentina, but they must first shift their focus to Friday's clash with Colombia, whom they have beaten 12 times as well as drawn 11 and lost just one of their previous 21 meetings with Los Cafeteros. Team news. Colombia right-back Santiago Arias has withdrawn from the national team squad due to injury. So FC Cincinnati teammate Yerson Mosquera is expected to start on the right side of a back 4, while Carlos Cuesta will hope to retain his place at center-back ahead of Yerry Mina. Zenit St. Petersburg attacker Mateo Caceira has also pulled out due to injury, but Liverpool's Luis Diaz has been called up less than a week after his father was released by Colombia's ELN guerrilla group following 12 days in captivity. And the winger could be joined in attack by Bournemouth loanee Luis Sinisterra and Werder Bremen loanee Rafael Santos Bor. James Rodriguez, Juan Arias, and Richard Rios, who ply their trade at club level in Brazil with São Paulo, Fluminense and Palmeiras respectively, are all in contention to feature in midfield. As for Brazil, Ederson has been forced to withdraw from the squad due to a foot injury and joins Neymar, Casemiro, Richarlison and Eder Militão on the sidelines, while Gabriel Jesus has been called up despite missing Arsenal's last 5 matches with a muscle problem, and the striker will be assessed ahead of kickoff. Ederson started each of Brazil's previous 6 international games between the sticks, but his absence is set to see Alisson Becker handed a start, while Emerson Royal is expected to play at right back. most likely joining Gabriel, Marquinhos and Carlos Augusto in the back four. In-demand Fluminense star Andre is set to compete with Douglas Luiz and Joe Linton for a start in center midfield alongside Bruno Guimaraes. While uncapped duo João Pedro and Paulinho, of Brighton Hove Albion and Atletico Mineiro respectively, are in contention to make their international debut up front. 17-year-old Palmeiras prodigy Endrick has also received his first call-up. But the Real Madrid-bound attacker is unlikely to displace either Vinicius Jr. or Rodrigo on either flank. Barcelona's Rafinha and Arsenal's Gabriel Martinelli are also attacking options at Diniz's disposal. Colombia possible starting lineup: Montero, Mascara, Cuesta, Sanchez, Machado, Uribe, Lerma, J. Arias, Rodriguez, Diaz, Bor. Brazil possible starting lineup: Alisson, Emerson, Marquinhos, Gabriel, Augusto, Guimaraes, Andre, Joelinton, Rodrigo, Pedro, Vinicius Jr. We say, Colombia 0-1 Brazil. Colombia have frustrated Brazil on numerous occasions, and there has been little to separate these two nations in recent years. So another closely fought contest could be on the cards. Although Brazil are missing a few key players and may rely on a couple of debutants on Friday, Diniz should have enough quality at his disposal to steer the Seleção to victory in Barranquilla. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.